I shouldn't be testing now, but I am. I shouldn't be testing now, but I am. Okay, cool. I can hear me. So we good to go. Okay, cool. I can hear me. All right. So, welcome. Welcome everybody. I am your host Dana Pope Jr., also known as the arbitrator. I'm a type 9, as you can see right here. What I have up on my screen right now is my metametrics report. Let me cut this down. Got it. Like I can hear me. Cool. So right, what we're going to be doing tonight is basically giving you a review of your Ennealogy report. And for those of you who don't know what Ennealogy is, it's basically a system um that uses a combination of sciences, many sciences. Three in particular are the Enneagram, numerology, and astrology to basically help help you get on your path or help you in the path that you're already on. Um and we do that by first identifying what your type is, and then once we find out what your type is, go ahead and identify everything that has to do with that type and start to move into what we call a path of integration, or basically becoming a better version of yourself, using this as a tool to become the best version of yourself. So right. So let's get started. Let's get into it. I've already done a few of these reports for just people around me, family, friends, coworkers, and I'm going to get some reviews for you guys. Um, so tonight, like I said, all I wanted to do was basically give you guys an idea of the type of what's going to be included in the report. Like I said, if you decide to work with me. So as you can see here, we'll just start from the top, work our way down. Like I said, I'm gonna give this stream about an hour. I don't think it'll take that long, but just leaving enough time for uh questions or anything anyone might want to ask. So right, let's start from the top. Right, seeker name, it's me. Oh, also this is available in a PDF version. So what you would do is, if you would want one of these, basically you would email me at the arbitrator sanctuary at gmail.com, and with your name, your date of birth, um and your gender, and that's all I pretty much would need. Oh, and then I'll send you the place to send the cash app. That's what I'm using to collect payments right now until further notice. And uh you would have your report within the next 5 or 10 minutes. It takes about 5 to make. So usually right after that, and your email address, and I'll send it right to your email. I'll probably have your email when you email me, so I could just do it that way. So anyway, let's get into this. Um, Seeker name, me. That's me, Dana Pope, right there. My birth date, 10/27/1987. Shout out to the Scorpios. My Ennealogy number is 9. Uh, we got that Ennealogy number from my day of birth, which is the 27th. So basically, to get your number, you just add um your day of birth until you get a single digit number. So 2 plus 7 equals 9. I'm a 9. If your birthday was on the 10th, it would be 1 because 1 plus 0 equals 1. If it's anything under 10, then it's just whatever that number is. All right. So my Ennealogy path, I am known as the arbitrator. The arbitrator's path is characterized by a deep desire for harmony, peace, and connection with others. Those on this path are often seen as the peacemakers and mediators within their communities and relationships. They have a natural ability to understand multiple perspectives and find common ground, making them excellent diplomats and negotiators. The arbitrator seeks to maintain peace and avoid conflict, often going to great lengths to create a serene and balanced environment. My name resonance. This is a etymological breakdown of my name. So my last name is Polk. It's an American surname of Scottish and Irish origin, believed to be a variant of the surname Pollock, which is derived from the, I do not know how to pronounce this, the Gaelic Polag, meaning a small pool or a pond. First name Dana is a unisex name given unisex given name of the Hebrew origin, derived from the biblical name Daniel, meaning God is my judge. Yes, God is my judge and my only judge. And a judge in court if I have to go to court. But anyway, uh right. So childhood pattern, right? This is basically going to talk about what you may have experienced as a child, based on your type. So as a child, Dana likely felt overlooked or that their presence didn't matter. They may have experienced some form of neglect or lack of attention. Dana probably learned to minimize their own needs and desires to keep the peace and often took on the role of a peacemaker or mediator in family conflicts. They may have felt pressure to conform to others' expectations and developed a strategy of disappearing or becoming invisible as a way to cope with feeling unimportant. And I can definitely, dang mosquito, I can definitely speak on this and say that this is definitely true. Um, it's not till literally probably recently that I'm starting to work towards um knowing that I am loved and cherished, which is actually one of the affirmations for the type 9 to work with. The affirmation of knowing that you're loved and cherished. Not because other people love you and cherish you, but it's a knowing that you are, that's what you are. And I just kind of want to backtrack to the Ennealogy path, um just to kind of confirm some of the stuff that said, um about often arbitrators seek to maintain peace and avoid conflict. That is something that I do. Now lately I've been trying to do less avoiding conflict. Of course we want to avoid conflict as much as possible, but we want to address conflicts when it's time to do that. So that's something that I've been actively doing more. Um, Going to great lengths to create a serene and balanced environment. That is pretty much what I'm always striving to do. But first within myself, because that's where it counts. The balanced environment, serene environment inside of me will reflect outside of me. I definitely always have been pretty much a peacemaker and mediator. Um, I I just want to talk about just um when I used to be younger with my friends, like this is kind of when it first became apparent to me that I was kind of this non-biased mediator. Was a lot of times we played, like I played a lot of basketball when I was a child, and whenever there was a call to be made, or like whether it was out or whatever the call was, I would often get asked. They would ask me because they knew I wasn't going to lie. Like the others would sometimes, lie to, keep the ball because we want to win. But because they knew that I wouldn't, I was always asked, "Hey, was that out?" Because they knew that whether it was going to cause us to lose or not, I would tell the truth. So that's when it was kind of apparent to me that um that was one of my strengths, telling the truth. Um, and not to say that I haven't lied before. I'm not sitting here being no saint. I've lied plenty of times. So let's talk about just going to challenges. Challenges have to do with the Ennealogy number 8, and that makes sense because oh, I'm sorry. Challenges, this section has to do with people that you're interacting with. Um in one of the books I study by Harish Johari, he refers to these as enemy numbers. But because all is self, we don't have any enemies because all is self. What we do have is challenges that need to be worked through. Now I'm not sitting here saying everybody is your friend. You know what I'm saying? But because all is self, um, nobody is necessarily your enemy because you are one with the all, and the all is one with you. So challenges are basically what you might experience with different types. So the challenges that I would experience with a type 8, this eight's forceful nature and direct confrontation may overwhelm the nine's desire for peace and avoidance of conflict. Um, Ennealogy number 3, three's focus on success and achievement might clash with the nine's preference for harmony and steady progress. All right, so those are the most likely interact challenges that I would have with these two types. Friends, the Ennealogy number 6. The 6 or the Allegiant can provide a stable and loyal support system, helping nines feel secure and understood. And well, just to kind of backtrack, um, no, we're gonna keep it here, right? So type sixes that I know are sixes, we have this relationship. You know what I mean? Where there's that potential there to be friends. Um, because of mainly this feeling secure and understood. That's kind of one thing that's really important to me in a friend is that I'm understood. You know what I'm saying? And that I can feel secure to share with them. Um, and that they can be that stable and loyal support system. And vice versa. I will honestly say that I'm learning recently how to be a better friend because I tend to be very isolated, spend a lot of time alone. I don't really check up on people as much as I should. So recently I've been making more of an effort to do that. So Ennealogy, let me just check this live stream, make sure everything is still good. Yeah, we still good. All right. All right. So another friend is the Ennealogy number 2, the altruist. And they can offer emotional support and warmth, helping nines to stay connected and engaged in relationships. and I know this one for sure because there's literally a two that man, we joke back and forth all the time. We're very competitive. We play a lot of chess. We play a lot of chess all the time, and it's just fun, man. Just interacting with that guy, like man, we like he's a great guy, man. Like I said, we're very competitive. We play chess. We make jokes, like and he helps me stay connected and engaged. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing that I do like about twos is twos are very their love that they show or their help that they give is unconditional. It was times where he would do things and I'd be like, man, why? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even ask. And it's just like now knowing that, oh, okay, he's a two or she's a two, because it's a woman that's the same way. Another matter of fact, she just got a report for her and sister. And her the same way. Always, she's always very nice. I mean, older woman, and we always talk. You know what I'm saying? And we connect. She offers that emotional support and warmth. You know what I'm saying? Um, Helps me stay connected and engaged. So the number two um is a great match for the number nine as far as friends. I would also like to add the number three in here. Because I interestingly just found out that well, not interesting, just found out, but I knew that my son is a three, and I know a couple more threes, and we also get along very well, and it makes sense because nine is just really uh multiples of threes, three threes. So the three, six, and the nine are all connected. Even my paths of integration and disintegration um have to do with the three and the six. All right, so here we go into God powers. Basically, each type has a deity that they're associated with, and these powers that they have are present inside of you if you choose to cultivate and and work with them. You know what I'm saying? And I know this is kind of where I lose a lot of people in religion because you know um most of them stick to whatever their particular god is. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. um and the beauty of this part is the pantheons are from different uh cultures. So whichever one resonates with you the most, that's the power that you can work with. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I work with Hanuman, who's not necessarily in here, but he is part of the Hindu pantheon. Um, but I also have the option to work with Mangala, who is the god of war. Has to do with Mars, because Mars is the type nine's ruling planet. So here we got from the Greek pantheon, the deity Ares, uh Greek from the Greek pantheon, god of war and courage. Um Mars, which is a deity within itself, from the Roman uh pantheon, god of war, military prowess. Horus, from the Egyptian pantheon, god of the sky, war and hunting. So as you can see, it's a lot of it's a lot of war going on here. You know what I'm saying? Because um I'm a peacemaker, and sometime in order to bring peace, there must be war. And this war is not seen in, now it could be physical. You know what I'm saying? I was interesting thing was I was in the military. You know what I mean? So like I literally was in the army. Now I never seen any combat. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I was supposed to deploy. Something happened. I ended up not deploying twice, interestingly. So but um yeah. So um yeah, so it's a lot of war. going on here. Um, but the real war, is the war going on within yourself, between the flesh and the spirit, that's constantly going on. So if you want to go to war with anything, go to war with those habits that are not serving you. Go to war with um being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Go to war with um or staying in your comfort zone is what I mean. Like, go to war with those things that are not allowing you to have mastery over self. When people talk about war, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to go shoot somebody, you know what I'm saying? But it's probably a little bit harder to overcome a sugar addiction. You know what I'm saying? It's probably a little bit harder uh to avoid to overcome avoiding conflict. You know what I'm saying? It's so, you know, when we talk about war, we can go to war. Like, going to war is not a problem, but let's go to war with things that are the most important. Now, I will say, on the physical side of things, this also helps if you have these powers, if you do need to go to war in reality. You know what I'm saying? And I always used to wonder why I was drawn to such things. Like, I used to almost feel bad. I used to be like, man, like when I do play my video games, I pretty much only game I play is Hitman. When I do watch movies, most of the movies I watch have to do with Hitman. Matter of fact, for my birthday, I kind of got this. Uh, man, you know, I go on a John Wick marathon. Like, I watch all the John Wicks. That's like my birthday thing for me. Like, I don't really um I'm not gonna say my birthday isn't a big deal, but you know, I'm very simple. Like, I'll just be grateful to just chill for a little bit. Cause most of the time, like, cause one thing about nines, we have a restless nature. We're always doing something. So when we really get a chance to just relax, it's a good time. So anyway, let's continue. We got the deity Mantu from the Egyptian pantheon. Um, God of War and Sun, the deity Tyre from the Norse pantheon, God of War and heroic glory, the deity Mangala, like I said, from the Hindu pantheon, God of War and Mars, the deity Nergal, from the Babylonian pantheon, God of War, pestilence in the netherworld, the deity Huitzalopochtli. I don't know how to pronounce that one. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. If y'all can get the pronunciation of that one a little bit later, go ahead. Let me know. From the Aztec pantheon, from God of War, Son of Human Sacrifice. Um, Next, we're going to talk about effective solutions based on the archetype. Right, so Dana can benefit from incorporating structured routines and long-term projects into their life. These are two things that I've literally been more consistent with lately, and it has changed my life profoundly. Into their life to ground their natural empathy and inclusivity. Practicing mindfulness and gratitude can help them stay present and appreciate the depth of each experience. Engaging in regular physical activity, something I've also been recently consistent with, that promotes concentration and mindfulness, such as yoga, something I've also like can balance the energy and promote a sense of inner calm. So these are all things that I've been more consistent with recently, and the results have been starting to have been showing. So your path of integration and disintegration. I made a video yesterday on what integration and disintegration is. I'll go ahead and link that in the description as well. Excuse me. Ugh. So when disintegrating nines, and it's interesting, right? So this is something I figured out before I even did my metametrics report. Like I intuitively knew this because I said that the nine is just nothing but a upside down six. So I was like, if I'm in the negative aspects of nine, I'm probably in the negative aspects of six. And then sure enough, made the report and I started reading this and it just confirmed what I already knew. When disintegrating, nines take on the negative aspects of six, becoming anxious, insecure, and overly dependent on others. They may become hyper vigilant about potential threats, lose confidence in their own judgment, and react defensively to perceived criticism. Keyword perceived. There was times when uh I've taken um or reacted defensively to something somebody had to say to me because I perceived it as criticism. And that's something that you really, if you're a type nine, you really got to get a hold on that because it's going to make it hard for you to be around people if you're constantly on guard thinking that somebody is trying to criticize you. Now, I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but I'm saying that you just got to really have that discernment to be able to perceive when it's actual criticism and whether the criticism is healthy or not. You know, because sometimes you need that criticism. You need somebody to tell you about yourself. You know what I mean? And whether that's positively or negatively. And then you also need to be able to perceive when people are just being negative. You know what I'm saying? And because sometimes, man, sometimes people can be smiling in your face and be so negative. You know what I'm saying? And versus somebody else might not have a smile on their face, but they are actually telling you something that could help you. You know what I'm saying? So, as nines integrate, they move towards the positive qualities of three, developing a greater sense of assertion, healthy ambition, and focus on personal development. So, if you ever want to know where you are in this path of integration and disintegration, check your actions. Like, look at the things that you're doing. If you're asserting yourself, if you have a healthy ambition, and if you're focusing on personal development, you know you're moving in that path of integration towards the three. If you're being hyper vigilant about potential threats, if you're losing confidence in your own judgment, and if you're reacting defensively to perceived criticisms, then you know you're in that path of disintegration and you need to check yourself. So, they learn to recognize and pursue their own goals, communicating more directly and engage more energetically with life. So, yes, Dana, we are on the right path because I am having confidence in my own judgment that I am exactly where I need to be in this moment right now. Holistic techniques and herbal solutions. Name mindfulness meditation. So I do a meditation that focuses around the qualities and the characteristics of Hanuman, who is from the Hindu pantheon. His qualities and characteristics have to do with devotion, have to do with selfless service, have to do with um protection, um as well as strength. So those are a lot of the characteristics that I meditate on, as well as that idea of being loved and cherished. You know, so that's something I try to do daily. Um, then purpose. Purpose is to help Dana stay present and manage anxiety. So yes, staying present is huge. We don't want to be in the future. We don't want to be in the past. We want to be right here, right now. And then managing anxiety, I do that through breathing, meditation, yoga, exercise, and just being aware of when I am being anxious and bringing myself back into a place of uh, relaxation or calmness. Um, Assertiveness training. Now, this is something that I do want to look into. I want to start really kind of uh, training this mediation faculty, this arbitration faculty that I have in the areas of negotiation, in the areas of like even like sales, like um the people that I've, just even something that's getting out of their comfort zone to ask people, to um work with me as far as getting a an Ennealogy report. You know what I'm saying? And like that um that process right there, and then even thinking bigger, you know what I'm saying? So um yeah, definitely gonna be working on that. Yoga. I'm sorry, and the purpose of that is to help Dana express their needs and boundaries clearly and confidently. Then next is yoga to promote physical health, mental clarity, and emotional balance. So basically, these are three things. This is not an exhaustible list. There's more things that you can do, but just to get you started, these are three things you can start to do today to start moving you in the direction of whatever type you are. Most compatible mates. This section was also very, very, very helpful because now I don't gotta waste time with types that I'm not aligned with. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, I use this as a guide. I don't use it as a definite. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody's not a six, I'm not gonna give them a chance. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I have an idea of who I want to manifest, and I just really don't feel like I gotta settle for less. You know what I'm saying? So I want to manifest a six. Like that's the goal. Manifest a six. Six is an allegiant. They're loyal. Like literally, that's exactly what I need. Can provide a stable and loyal support system, helping nines feel secure and understood. That's exactly what I need. So now I don't have to be trying to get with an eight who's incompatible. You know what I'm saying? Eight's forceful nature and direct confrontation may overwhelm the nine's desire for peace and avoidance of conflicts. I'm not trying to be fighting, bro. No. I'm not doing that. I did that before. We not doing that no more. So if you a six, holler at me. If you a eight, yeah, you can holler, but we going it might be a little bit harder for you. That's all I'm gonna say. You have to show me something. Strategy to outsmart pitfalls. Mental. Well, shoot, the six got to show me something. Let me just be clear with that. Like, man, after my past relationships, I need to see something, man. All that talk, and people say anything. I don't care what nobody's saying no more. All I care about is actions. And if the actions ain't aligning with the words, I literally just don't even care. I don't care. And the same with myself. Like, this ain't all about them. I need to make sure that I'm where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? To be in a position to do this. You know what I mean? So strategy to outsmart pitfalls. Mental, um, engage in regular self-reflection exercises to better understand and assert personal needs and desires. Physical, incorporate regular physical activities like yoga or walking to stay grounded. Let me go back to that mental self-reflection exercises. I definitely could do this a little bit more. Although I naturally self-reflect. Like this is just something I naturally do. Literally a little bit too much sometimes. Like sometime after every interaction I'm reflecting on it. All right, what could I do better? You know what I'm saying? But like journaling, this is where journaling comes in. I do journal, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not as uh consistent as I could be. You know what I mean? But I am always doing this just naturally. Physical, incorporate regular physical activities like yoga, walking to stay grounded and energized. I got a workout that I try to do at least every other day, and I've been really consistent with it. And I feel really good from doing it. I do yoga. I try to do yoga daily, uh, as well as getting out in nature daily. Those are things that I kind of been uh trying to make sure that I do daily. Now the grounding is sometimey because just trying to find a spot, a good spot to ground. It sometimes can be difficult, and then because I live somewhere where it's not necessarily hot or warm all the time, that can be a factor too. But I at least try to make sure I get out in nature. Like I'm outside in nature. I mean, sometimes I do bring my phone because I like to make videos out there, but I try not to really be on my technology. Get some good breathing in, breathing some of that good old prana from out there. Um, and yeah, really just trying to stay connected to nature as much as possible. I mean, eventually I want to take that to a whole nother place. I'm talking like bio friendly housing, maybe living somewhere not in America. um so yeah, there's places I want to go with that. So spiritual practice mindfulness meditation daily to stay connected to the present moment and reduce anxiety. That is something that I do daily. Um Metametrics, dosha, cafe. You know what? That was one thing that um, you know what? I'll come back to that one. All right. So herbs, bergamot, cinnamon, sage, um, metal, iron, trees, the ash or the holly tree, chakra. So these are basically all things that you can also work with that will benefit you based on these different systems right here. Your herbology, your biology, uh chakra system, color therapy, um iron chakra. This is the chakra that I most will probably want to and have to work with is the muladhara or the root chakra. Colors red, cerise, or burgundy. I've been trying to incorporate more red. The number 9, anatomy, bone or the muscular system. These are the two systems that I'm affected most. Crystal, red coral, um, incense, peppermint or mustard, minerals, ruby or garnet, core fear, loss, and separation. That is so true. You want to face these fears head on. You want to face these fear head on. What do you fear losing? What do you feel fear being separated from? And then just facing those fears, doing the things to overcome those fears. Direction south, frequency, um 1152 hertz. That one I kind of gotta want to learn how to work with. Territory, forest, river, or spring. I got a little, it's a little forest near me with a little stream in it. I try to get out there daily, just to be around that. Core desire to have inner stability and peace of mind. Yes, this is the thing that I desire most. And my um idea, stability comes from within. You know, man, it can be storm going on outside, but I just feel like it's what's going on inside that matters most. And that to have that inner stability and peace of mind within is the greatest treasure, greatest gift that anybody can have, or especially particularly for the type 9. Each type has a different core desire. Karmic path is patience. Um, definitely, definitely, that's confirmed in my life that that's one of my major things that I have to work with, and that if I can master patience, then boom, you know what I'm saying, if I can master patience, then we can become a professional reincarnator. Yeah. So the secret side, passionate and intense. Um, I guess that's the you can see that in my work. Like if you ever see me work, it's not a secret, but I'm not going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm passionate, intense, but oh, believe me, you'll know. Center passion is laziness. That is true. Um, I can sometimes be lazy. And I really try to uh stay on myself. Like one way I overcome that is just I just stay active. Like I I just try to always be doing something. But I also recently have realized that laziness is also doing things that don't necessarily stretch yourself. Like just because you're doing something doesn't necessarily mean you're doing something, is what I mean. Like um so laziness could be like not improving on something, not doing something maybe in a smarter way, not uh even going as hard as you can. Like I noticed this in my workouts. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, hey, if somebody, I know this is kind of extreme, but if somebody had a gun to your head, could you do more push-ups? If somebody had a gun to your head, could you do a couple more pull-ups? And then you'll notice that difference that hey, I could be pushing harder. You know what I'm saying? So it's levels to laziness. You know what I'm saying? And um, it's a good way to push yourself. So knowing that's my sin passion is basically now like okay, whenever I'm being lazy, I know that I can push myself and we can do better, we can do more. So celestial body is Mars. uh Super ego message, you are good or okay as long as those around you are good or okay. And yeah, that's how I feel, man. As long as everyone's around me is good or all right, then I'm good. The defense mechanism is numbing or tuning out feelings and becoming passive. Um, so this is not good because this is basically me avoiding conflict. I don't want to deal with whatever those feelings uh have to do with, and instead of dealing with the feelings, we just become passive because we just tune them out. We become numb. You know what I'm saying? Um, so you don't want to avoid that. You want to deal with whatever those feelings are. Or create new feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're feeling some type of way about something, create a new way of how you want to feel about that thing. Like you have that power. Like you are a god. But when I say that is I mean you have the power to create your reality. Like you are creating your reality. This is the thing about right manifestation. So how you feel right now about yourself and about your life is exactly the life that you're manifesting. So if you want to manifest something different, create different feelings around the way that your life is going. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that I've been practicing more lately is feeling how it feels to have what I want in that moment, like presently. Like what would it feel like if I had this thing right now? Like how would it feel if I was living in that right now? Like, and even going beyond is to act like you're already where you want to be now. And yes, it may be an act, but keep that act up and it will become your reality. It like feel how it feels to have the desire manifested already. Um what was that Yeshua said? He said or Jesus. He said um oh my gosh, I'm sorry y'all. It's a parable about the oh um basically when you pray as if you already received and it shall be yours. Basically, I'm paraphrasing, but basically, act like the thing that you're praying for you already have. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the prayer. The prayer is you basically saying, "Hey, I already have this thing. I'm going to imagine. Use your imagination to feel what it feels like to have that thing. Smell it, taste it, and hold that vibration until it becomes reality. Because you also have to put work in. Like for instance, if I want to be an ennealogist, what do ennealogists do during their day? You know what I'm saying? Is the ennealogist doing the things that um come with his path? You know what I'm saying? Are they, you know, communicating to the different types around them in the ways that they communicate? You know what I'm saying? Like what would an ennealogist do, or whatever it is for you? What would that person that you want to be doing, and be that until you're it's to the point to where you don't, like, you're, by the time reality catches up, you've already been doing it. So it will almost be like it's really nothing new. Like, you want to be so into it that when it actually happens, it's kind of like, I've been feeling this way for so long that it's, you know, of course, I'm pretty sure when you reach certain milestones, it is going to feel like, wow, like I'm actually here. But because you've been doing it so much, because what will happen is, like, by you practicing this, you'll almost be able to bring up those feelings on demand. Because, like, in the beginning, you might not be. It might be kind of hard to feel like what it would feel like to be wealthy. You know, what it would feel like to be a world renowned, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But the more you do it, you'll eventually be able to, hey, bring up that feeling on demand. Hey, this is, what does it feel like for this? Boom. And you'll feel it. And you'll feel it in your body. You'll feel it in your energy. You'll feel it in your whole being. So, personal relationships, right? Relationship pattern. Dana tends to seek harmony and avoid conflicts at all costs. They are very supportive and understanding partners, often putting their partner's need above their own. Okay. However, however, this can lead to a tendency to neglect their own desires and become passive or disengaged. So if you are a type 9, keep in mind that when you're putting your partner's needs above your own, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but remember that doing this in an unhealthy way will lead to that tendency to neglect your own desires and to become passive and disengaged. So if you find yourself becoming passive and disengaged, then you know you're putting others' needs before your own, and you can't do that. Can't do that. You, at certain points, you just really got to put yourself first. All right. So Dana might struggle with expressing their own needs and boundaries, leading to feelings of resentment and frustration over time. So don't let it get to the whole resentment and frustration thing. Like, set your boundaries from the gate, because trying to go back and set boundaries after you've been letting things go on for too long is going to be hard. People are already going to be so used to you being a certain way. Now you can do it, but establish those boundaries from the gate. Like, you know, don't even let things go to certain places. They thrive in relationships where there is mutual respect, trust, and open communication. So if you don't got these, mutual respect, I think that's the most important thing for me recently, is that mutual respect. I respect you, respect me. It's not I respect you and then you show me half-ass respect and then I'm just supposed to be cool with that. I used to be cool with half-ass respect. Now I don't do that no more. That respect got to be mutual. Um, and then vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I can't be showing people half-ass respect and expecting them to respect me, because I've been on that side of the fence too. So trust and open communication. Let's make sure that communication is open. Solutions: career counselor, mediator, diplomat, human resource specialist, social worker, librarian, editor, landscape designer, veterinarian, nonprofit administrator, yoga instructor. Something I've been thinking about. Artist, musician. I do make music. Actually, I haven't been making music lately. All the music that I do have, I'm gonna be putting on a separate channel. That's the only reason y'all see me take it down. I haven't given up in music. I have lyrics popping up in my head all the time. I just trying to focus on one thing at a time. I have this tendency to want to focus on this. Excuse me, y'all. Focus on that and spread my energy a little too thin. So I don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to focus on one thing, bring it into fruition, and then we can focus on something else. You know what I'm saying? Now, will I not do any music within that time? No, I think I'm gonna do some music. Um, but yeah, look out for what I'm gonna do is take everything I've done. I think I'm gonna either make a mixtape or just post it up somewhere. So, um, yeah, look out for that. Nature Guide, Nines excel in roles that involve creating harmony, providing support, and bringing people together. And gifts, calmness, empathy, diplomacy, flexibility, inclusivity, and patience. And then right here, a beautiful part of your Ennealogy report through Metametrics is you can start this conversation right here with Sybil, AI, and you can ask it whatever you want concerning your path. You know what I'm saying? And it can help you. It can help. It can act as a guide, helping with. Man, this thing has so many questions programmed, so it's really not much that it doesn't know at this point. You know what I'm saying? So you can use it as to assist you in your journey. Like one thing, man, with I think a lot of people misconcept is they think that AI replaces something, and it doesn't. Like it's really just it just assists you, and it just helps make things easier. You know what I'm saying? That's just my perspective. Like if I didn't have AI, I wouldn't die. I would be just fine. But it makes things so much easier. Like, and I think that we should use it as a tool. A lot of people use AI anyway. You know what I mean? A lot of people be like, "Oh, AI this, AI that," and it's like, okay, are you going to go wash your clothes on by hand in the river or the lake, or you going to use a washing machine? Like it's just my opinion. Now, no, don't get me wrong. I think it all also depends on whose hands this technology is in. You know what I mean? But to me, the technology is just what it is. Depends on whose hands it in. So in relationships, Dana tends to be very image conscious and may struggle with vulnerability and authenticity. He seeks partners that enhance his status or complement his public image, but may neglect emotional depth. His focus on achievements can sometimes lead to neglecting personal connections. So that was true. Like, I do care about my public image. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind if, a partner enhanced my status, but those things are very little to me compared to this, the emotional depth. I gotta have a connection. If I don't have that connection, I don't care about this other stuff. This public image and enhancing status is icing on the cake. Cause really, I don't need that. I don't need nobody to enhance my status. And I think other people they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about status. I don't care about your status anyway. I don't care about what other people make me. Like I make me. You know what I mean? And then if you just add on to that, then that's cool. I don't need nobody's money. I don't need nobody's status. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need nobody to compliment me. Like I'm a force in my own right. You know what I mean? Now, will I do are these things useful? Yes. If um um somebody's status can benefit me, then I don't think that's a bad thing. Is what I'm not against using status as a tool to um be mutually beneficial. Like it's not a one side thing. Like one thing I'm a peacemaker. I'm looking for mutually beneficial situations. One thing I don't do is I don't take advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? Um I'm not trying to use nobody because I don't want to be used. You know what I'm saying? And, well, let me put it this way. I don't want to be used in a non mutually beneficial way. Like I feel like to a degree we all use each other. We do. But the use needs to be mutually mutual. His focus on achievements can sometimes lead to neglecting personal connections. Yeah. And I was talking about that earlier with the friends. I gotta do a better job at maintaining those personal connections. So right down here we have recommended elements. So within the secret energy community, this is a group that I'm a part of, the secret energy community, and inside of here there are supplements and kits that can enhance and help you on your journey. One of those being bioplasma, um, help support overall health and well being by addressing mineral imbalances throughout the body. Lucid Dreaming Kit, um, to enhance dream recall, promote lucid dreaming experiences, and support restful and rejuvenating sleep. And Happy Belly Kit to support digestive health, boost metabolism, and promote healthy weight management. So these are all things that if I really want to take it to the next level, I can invest in these kits, and we can take it up another notch. You know what I'm saying? So this is a comprehensive summary. This is basically a summary of everything above. So I'm just going to read through that, and then down here is a disclaimer for the report, basically saying that as a spirit tech, we are not licensed medical practitioners, and for this reason, all the information should be taken as opinions. Actually, let me just read this disclaimer real quick, right? So the following information is an assessment using advanced data systems trained on billions of parameters based on metaphysics and then reviewed and organized by an adept. This information is organized by somebody who is adept in all this information, meaning I would consider them a master. While this information may prove to be extremely accurate, it should not be taken as a professional diagnosis. Spirit techs are not licensed medical practitioners, and for this reason, all information should be taken as opinions. All right, so it's comprehensive summary. Dana Pope, born on October 27, 1987, embodies the essence of the Path Nine, the arbitrator in the Ennealogy system. Your name, with its connotations of divine judgment and calm waters, resonates well with your path of peacemaking and mediation. As an arbitrator, you have a deep desire to create harmony and balance in your environment. You are naturally empathetic and inclusive, able to see multiple perspectives and bring people together. Your connection to deities like Aries, Horus, and Tyre underscores your potential for courage and protection, not through conflict, but through understanding and diplomacy. Your emotional association with water and the root chakra points to a strong connection with emotion and physical groundedness. This connection combined with your kapha dosha suggests a nurturing and stabilizing presence, providing comfort and support to those around you. Your core struggles lie in avoiding conflict and maintaining peace, often at the expense of your own needs and desires. This can lead to feelings of being overlooked and undervalued, which may um, have roots in your childhood experiences of feeling neglected or insignificant. In relationships, you seek deep, meaningful connections but may struggle with expressing your own needs and desires. Your compatibility with types 2 and 6 offers paths to balance, providing emotional support excuse me, and stability that can help you stay engaged and assertive in your interactions. Your career thrives in roles that allow you to create harmony and support others. Whether as a counselor, mediator, human resource specialist, or artist, your unique ability to bring people together and foster understanding is your greatest asset. To navigate your path successfully, focus on balancing your desire for peace with self assertion and personal ambition. The recommended secret energy products: bioplasma for overall health, the lucid dreaming kit for enhanced self-awareness, and the happy belly kit for digestive health, can support your journey towards greater integration and personal fulfillment. Engaging in mindfulness, meditation, assertiveness training, and regular physical activities like yoga can help you stay present, speak your truth, and maintain a balanced energy field. Your path of integration towards type 3 offers a powerful opportunity for growth. By cultivating ambition and assertiveness, you can bring your peacemaking skills into more active and influential roles. Be wary of the path of disintegration towards type 6, which may manifest as increased anxiety and dependence on others in time of stress. Dana, your journey is one of balancing empathy and tranquility with self assertion and personal ambition. By embracing your gifts for creating harmony and combining it with a focus on personal growth and assertiveness, you have the potential to not only find personal fulfillment, but also to become a powerful force for peace and understanding in the world. Remember, peace begins with a smile. Your ability to uh, find common ground and foster understanding is not just a talent, but a profound gift that the world needs. As you navigate your path, know that your strength lies in your ability to remain calm and composed while also standing up for your own needs and desires. Your journey of self discovery and harmonious engagement with the world has the power to create lasting change and inspire others to find their own balance and inner peace. And then, as you can see right down here, you can this is pretty much how I send you guys your reports. I download it, send it to your email, and then I'm working on some like review forms, or like some way to collect reviews from the ones I've done. So far, I think I've done like 9 or 11. Last time I counted, it was 9, but I think I somebody asked me for 2 more this morning. One for her, one for her sister. Another thing is you can get these for other people. You don't just have to get them for yourself. Like she literally was like, I want to get one for my sister, but I'm not going to tell her. I just want to know like how she is so I can interact with her in a better way. And I thought that was funny, but at the same time I'm interested to see how this works out. So I'm getting that to her. Well, I already sent it to her. She's gonna give me the money for it Monday. Um so yeah, man, this is the end of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this time with me and learned a little bit more about me. Um these reports, you can, if you want one of these, just go ahead, send me an email to the arbitrators sanctuary at gmail.com with your first name, last name, date of birth, and your gender. And like I said, and I'll send you the Cash App where to send the payment to. And then excuse me. And then um yeah, report probably take me about 5 or 10 minutes to get to you. Probably 10 minutes because it takes 5 to make. About 10 minutes to get to you, and then I'll be sending a review shortly after that. And then if you need any assistance, you know what I'm saying? Because there were people that were like, "Hey, what does this section mean? What does that section mean?" Or if you just want to talk, just let me know. Let me know in the email. And we can schedule a time to discuss things about your report that you might need assistance with, or if you just want to talk about how great it is or how not great it is. You know what I'm saying? Like all feedback to me is good feedback. Because we can, either take action to make things better. Because this still is in the beta version. Just so you guys know, this is a new um product basically, and it's still in development. So all feedback is good feedback. Now, of course, some feedback won't be good feedback, but I won't know that until I get the feedback. So yeah. If you want one of these reports, email me, the arbitrator sanctuary, first name, last name, date of birth, and gender, and we can get you a report. You know, either get you on your path if you don't know your path, or enhance the path that you are already on. Because at the end of the day, your intuition will lead you and guide you. You know, this a lot of this is confirmation and maybe just stuff that you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, I really want you to rely on yourself. You know, I've been led and guided by my intuition to do the things that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, I love this Ennealogy report. It helps out a lot, but at the end of the day, I rely on my internal guidance. You know, um, but man, I cannot ignore the profound impact that having a report like this has had on my life. I'm talking about like I'm easily able to identify what I need to work on. You know what I'm saying? Or it highlighted what I thought I already knew and then things that I did know. So yeah. Um let me think. Anything else? I guess one last thing I just want to add is like I said, at the end of the day, your intuition will tell you what to do, what not to do, who to do it with, who not to do it with. It will lead you and guide you. Listen to it. I mean, what I say is great. What this Ennealogy report may say is great, but at the end of the day, you've already been given a guide. You know, follow it. And, you know, of course, welcome criticism. You know what I'm saying? But man, if you put your mind to it, you can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let nobody come tell you you can't do something. You know what I mean? Like, um, and just keep your head down and keep working. Don't get caught up in the drama. Don't get caught up in what people like one thing you gonna really have to stop doing, stop caring what people think about you. Like really. Like at the end of the day, if you do something, people gonna talk crap. If you don't do nothing, people gonna talk. If you um are just like it don't no matter what you do, somebody gonna have something to say. So just do you, man. Just do you. And every day, just push yourself outside your comfort zone, overcome a fear. And if you need some motivation, check out my YouTube channel or hit me up in the arbitrator sanctuary. Schedule a time to talk. You know what I mean? Um, I'm here for you. I mean, that's what I want y'all to know. This isn't just some report that I just give you and it's just like, oh, have a nice day. Now, some people, if you're like me, like I'm the type of guy where like that really is all I need. Like you can give me something, but I'm off running. You know what I mean? Now I might come back, ask you a few questions, but I'm really good self starter. Like I don't really need much motivation. You know what I mean? Like I'm self motivated. My motivation comes internally. You know what I mean? So if I do listen to something, it's extra. You know what I mean? But I'm here for you. You know what I mean? And I'm in it for the long run. Like I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care what the outside of me is saying. Like internally, in my mind, I'm already there. And I'm just waiting for this low vibrational world to catch up to where I'm already at. So yeah, man, I'm here for y'all. Um, y'all got my email to be in the description. And man, get you one of these reports, man. As I've made it very affordable. You know what I mean? So if money is an issue, it's not an issue. You know what I mean? Most of us will spend the amount that I'm charging for this report on things that are probably not that significant, or maybe they are. I don't know, but I've made it very affordable. So yeah, man, hit me up, get you one of these reports, and I will talk to you guys later. Wholeness and balanced vibrations. Got to figure out how to turn